So backpacking isn't all fun and games. You get days stitched together like this that are rain, cold, trails muddy. My boots weigh about 2 pounds each. Every time I get a chance, I scrape the mud off, but doesn't stay off long. Yeah, it's another thing about when you're using your poles to set up your tent. Mine are so caked with mud. I certainly, if I had brought my X-Mitt out here on this trip, I certainly wouldn't have used it tips up in the tent because it was just caked with mud. Yeah, that's a jet. I'm on the Maricopa Trail. I'm going through the Spur Cross Ranch section right now, but I said last year I would never hike this trail again. I'm just doing a couple of sections, and I'm right in the flight path of Sky Harbor Airport. I can hear a jackhammer in the distance. They're building something below me here, and I'm going back to my Superstition Wilderness. I get some plane traffic there, but not like here. Plus, this is just a mountain biking trail. Spider web of trails going everywhere. And whenever you get that much bike traffic, you get erosion. It's just not for me. I like a little more solitude. But there are some rewards. Last night, I ended up meeting a bobcat, and usually they're pretty shy. They'll give you a sighting and boof, off into the bush they go. But this little guy decided to pose for me, I guess. So I got to spend some time with him. That was probably the highlight of this trip. I said I hadn't found any water and didn't know this trail system yesterday. Well, what I did find was a Forest Service crew out spraying pesticide all over this trail. If it wasn't bad enough already, I'm sucking in pesticide or herbicide or suicide or whatever they're shooting down, trying to get rid of invasive species. I don't think so. I think that's called evolution. Anyway, I asked them about water, and they didn't seem to have much information, but an hour later I ran into their truck, which had a nice orange barrel of water strapped to the toolbox. So I helped myself to 1.5 liters. I'm sure they would have offered it to me. They just weren't thinking. So nobody was around to ask. I just took 1.5 liters, and that got me through that section till I found some water. Anyway, again, it's not all utopia out here. If you're a backpacker, you just got to deal with whatever. It is what it is. But it still beats spending too much time on the couch. Keep smiling.